public offering for its cement division by January 2025. That's the word from the group's chairman, Sajjan Jindal. Speaking exclusively to CNBC-TV18 on the sidelines of the annual tech meeting of the Indian Institute of Metals, Jindal also expressed interest in potential investment opportunities in the Indian steel sector. Take a look.
Over the years, I think, over the last many months, the industry has been discussing with the government, and government is very patiently looking at the whole situation. And they are very much aware that what is happening and looking at it, convincingly.
Is there any indication if they would consider imposing duties?
I don't think we are asking, the steel industry is asking for duties. Probably the steel industry is only asking that the Chinese steel, which is hugely overcapacity in their country, and every other country in the world has put tariffs on Chinese steel or other steels. So not to allow that steel come circumvented through other countries with whom we have FTAs and there is a zero duties, right? So that's the only request the industry is making, that the Chinese steel which is coming through other countries under zero duty, if that can be protected. That's about it.
If that were not to be done, I mean, for JSW, for instance, for the last 3 quarters, we've seen declining profit because of the pressure on prices, thanks to all of this dumping by countries like China. What do you think the impact will be on margins and, going ahead?
The last 2 quarters. So the margins will remain very thin, and what that does is that that won't leave a much surplus in the company to reinvest and to expand capacity. So the projects that we are planning to take, or the capacity that the industry is planning to build, probably will get shifted, will get delayed, and country will have to rely on imports. So that's the challenge.
Well, JSW Energy recently emerged as the highest bidder for KSK Mahanadi. What are the sort of timelines that you're expecting for this deal to come to fruition, provided the COC, of course, votes in favor? And will JSW Energy look at a QIP to raise money to fund this acquisition?
COC has to first of all take a decision, and thereafter it goes to their individual boards, and then it goes their proposals will go to the NCLT, and if there are no litigations, then it gets cleared. So if everything goes well, probably it will take 3 to 4 months, and if there were litigations to happen, it could take it forever.
Well, speaking of litigations, Bhushan Power is something that's, it's been more than 3 years and counting. Now, given the litigation-related delays that continue because of the ongoing proceedings, are you still looking at merging it into JSW Steel, or would you look to hive it off? What are the plans given the delay?
So we are hoping that very soon the decision would be taken by because it's in the apex court at the moment, and it's all on track, so I don't see really much delays anymore. So hopefully it should be cleared.
So you're on track to merge it with the company? No plans to hive it off as a separate entity?
The micro details I wouldn't know, but I think to merge it, that should be the natural course.
Sure. JSW Group has always been very big on the inorganic front, growth strategy. The government is looking to sell stake in certain steel entities, NMDC, RINL. Any interest from JSW?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, we would be very keen to consolidate this industry further in India.
Okay.
And if the government were to decide for disinvestment, we will be very active in that.
All right, so that's the one area to watch out for. A quick word in your EV business. Last time you gave us your aspiration to have 1 million, cars under the JSW banner by 2030 or so. Just give us a sense of what kind of market leadership you're looking at, what kind of market share you could have, and the update on the Aurangabad plant, how soon you could start manufacturing.
So, that's my ambition, that's my target, that India needs new energy vehicles desperately, and India needs some aggressive players to, not that there are no aggressive players, but some new aggressive players, let us say, who can, shake up this industry to bring in new energy vehicles faster into the country. because we depend on imported fuel. 85-90% of our fuel is imports, and our biggest drain on foreign exchange is import of fuel. So therefore, electric vehicles are a natural fit for India, and I believe that JSW can play a very important role. And that's why when India will produce about 6 to 7 million cars by the end of this decade, we have set up a very stiff goal for ourselves to produce 1 million cars under the JSW umbrella and supply into the Indian market.
Well, you've of course had your partnership with MG, but for technological transfer, etc., are you looking at other partnerships from China's Geely, for instance, who you were in talks with earlier?
Electric car technology or new energy vehicles technology is available across the world. Of course, China is the leader because they produce nearly 60% of all new car sales are new energy vehicles in China, and China is the largest automobile market in the world. So they have this technology, but we are also discussing with other countries for transfer of technology, and we are also doing a lot of research and development within JSW Group to develop the electric and new energy vehicles in India.
Could you tell us which company?
I wouldn't want to share that at the moment, but there are many companies.
I wonder, this is four-wheelers, if in future you have any plans to enter the EV two-wheeler segment?
No, we have no plans. No.
All right, a final word. We keep asking you if any more IPOs are lined up. Anything on the anvil in the near term, say next 2 to 3 years?
Oh, 2 to 3 years is a long time, but we have early next year as in 25, we will have IPO for our cement. JSW Cement probably would hit the IPO.
And with that, it's a wrap on this special broadcast. Thank you for watching.